Prowl's lost in the sauce. Ah, shit, I shouldn't eat that brownie again, dude.
Yes, that certainly sounds like a plan.
Yes, fellow humans.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him. Almost. I can almost reach you.
McCrawl is hallucinating a little bit. McCrawl's still feeling unwell. We're seeing her so distracted. Keep an eye on her. Keep moving too. Not let our course slip away. Full report. Reports and all. Erenville was headed westwards along the path outside the Archean. Come, so catch him. Just hop down. Where? Oh. There. Huh. But you aggro. Just here for the Aether current. All I'm here for. Oh my god. Hold on a moment. I have an idea. Memory serves, the colossal wall-like structure is locked in Beta, one of Labyrinthia's climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, with which we could access the upper and lower tiers. Or an agent of the forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. Even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot pass them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly scroll past. Nay, shall remain undetected. Only Graha and his vanished spell were here. Oh, there are other ways of turning visible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Goodness. Ribbit. Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Why not? It'll wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Aaronville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I'll refresh the enchantment. What am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. The current state of mind. You'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. That's fucked up. Which reminds me, for the creatures hereabouts, in that form you are essentially defenseless. If changed to a toad, you must remain transfigured in order to progress with your quest objectives. You will turn from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Seek withered souls to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad now accompanying you. Wait your side, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Okay, so. Come on, Goon Squad. Roll out. Hippity hoppity. Get off my motherfucking property. There do be some bigger toads. You make it. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad attempts and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand that he's telling you this is the wrong way. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Night Toad turns to face north. Perhaps she is suggesting you cross the bridge. One of them says it's the wrong way, the other one says keep going. Keep going. Sigma. Sigma. Where are we vibing? I found it. Nice. Easy mode. Easy mode. Ribbit. I gotta stroll up, dude.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Who is the chick? This is where the guy goes, there's no frogs here. The fuck? Eyes, dude.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Ooh, what a god.
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Ooh. The man knows.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Ho ho ho. That should have been a bigger toad. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This momentous duty the Forum agent mentioned. Charlatan has been called to action, and the Telforized Declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it sufficient. They deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthius, not to mention ignore Eorz's request for aid. A guide of sorts. What duty could warrant direct involvement of the Forum, commitment of all its resources? They wrote what we heard, and the Gleaners were offended of any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. Head back to your Stola and Krill at the moment. See what they think of this. Yeah, you clip the hippity hoppity, yeah? When we just stroll up as a gang. Come on, goon squad. Roll out. Hippity hoppity. Get off my motherfucking property. Hippity hoppity. Get off my motherfucking property. Hell yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, how, like, do you know how many quests are left in this area? I would assume not many. Because we have to reconvene up top at some point. How many quests are left in this area right now? I'm heading back after the toad. I'll say this area, I just mean like in the underground part right now. Because after I finish these underground parts, we should meet up with the other fucking quest line. And then I want to take a break. Not many? Okay. Yeah, I would assume not too many more. Hippity hoppity. Get off my motherfucking property. Oh, God. Welcome back. I trust you found Aaronville, then? Oh, Pog. That's all I hear. Get off my cord, bro. Interesting. I had a feeling that you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Krill and discuss how we would like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. No, now we gotta play hide and seek. The fuck? What the fuck? Seeking a piece of reason. Fucking Veggie Tales. Stray tomato. Oh, going back at it. I see. Oh, damn it, Kryle. What are you doing? Get the fuck out of the weeds. That'd be funny if it screamed. What are you doing, you crazy bitch? The fuck?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Okay, Oracle of Light, calm down. First of all,
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course,
I
but
was kidding. I was kidding.
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment.
I was kidding.
Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That blue will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction.
How?
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine. till the end, blinding and radiant.
Time out. I'm gonna put that one.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Hello? Oh shit, we've been caught. 'Cause we're on a restricted level. Time to kill him.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Fortuno? Fortuno?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian.
Ah, the fucking the dude at the left.
Operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
I'm not gonna lie, I
What
think
then
I
is
could
to be
just
our
tap
fate?
him.
Will you
It's
put us
done.
on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
It was the Archon. It's an Archon, right?
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Ooh.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
He's like, fuck yeah, was.
Forum will come to
Oh, I
order.
got the juice.
This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they,
Ouch.
if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Huh. What purge?
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
Yeah, bitch.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality and